Good morning, my name is Carol Costa Armas. Quick video, 4 quick tips. I'm doing this because a lot of annual meetings have occurred. There's still some confusion with some of the new board members around from different associations I go to. And I feel these tips are going to be very helpful for any board member, whether you're new or you're a veteran of the industry. So, the first tip, I'll go over the tips and then I'll go into them. Bullet style type weekly reports from management. That's number one. Number two, sharing the board packet with the board members 4 to 7 days prior to the meeting rather than just the day before. Number three, directors should ask questions after receiving weekly reports and definitely after receiving the board packet. Number four, have an association website where you are sharing your files with the owners. So let's go over that. Transparency is key, okay? Communication, monumental. Management should share updates, in my opinion, on a weekly basis and on a monthly basis. But they should share their updates and information with all board members, whether you have 3 board members or 20. Not just the president, not just the main, active board members, all of them. They've all been elected, they're all serving, they should all know what's happening. They don't all necessarily sign paperwork, they don't all have executive powers. The management contract will usually stipulate that the president will be the one communicating with the manager. But you want to make sure that all board members are apprised of what's happening on the property. So the way that works for me is an email weekly, bullet points. I met with the landscaper. They explained to me that the irrigation system needs a new pump. I received the bids for the painting of the gazebo. Attached are 3 bids. So when you attach these files, you're also setting up a good record to go back to if you save the emails. Jimmy from the security company resigned and we're looking for a replacement. The security company says we'll have one by Wednesday. So these types of updates are very important to receive weekly rather than monthly. The great thing is for a manager is that you can take your 4.5 weeks of weeklies and convert that into a monthly. And then you share that with not only the board, but possibly the residents. So very, very important. The weekly updates helps new board members and current board members be apprised. So board meeting preparation. The manager and the president should be in contact with one another throughout the month, setting up the agenda, what agenda items are going to be on there, revisions, and so that you know what paperwork to put together for the board packet. So we get to tip number 2, the board packet, and the sharing of that with the board 4 to 7 days prior to the meeting. Yes, the agenda can change, but if you share the board packet early, the board will have lots of time to ask questions. So that leads to tip number 3, directors should ask questions prior to the board meeting. Ask the president questions, ask another board member questions, get clarification on what's going to be discussed before the meeting. If you don't have clarification, we're going to have a very long meeting. Meetings should not be more than an hour, really, no matter what you're dealing with. So if you prepare with the materials, you ask plenty of questions with your weekly updates and the board packet, everybody will be prepared. Decisions could be made a lot quicker. So it avoids wasting a lot of time. One thing about meetings and conduct, right? So I get lots of calls throughout the state and throughout the nation really about behavior from board members and residents. One way to start to resolve bad behavior is to implement a code of conduct, a resolution that outlines a code of conduct for the board and maybe the way things are going to be done at meetings and people, how they're going to act. You might get this information as well from board certification courses. Your management company may be providing a board certification course or a board orientation course. That's very common. If your management company isn't, you can find them online. They're pre-recorded. Go to YouTube. There's plenty of them. There's also lunch and learns, and I'm a very big promoter of these lunch and learns because vendors work very hard, and there's a lot of attorneys out there that are willing to provide these classes for free. And you get a good lunch, and you get to meet other board members and managers. It's fantastic. Tip number 4. Share files on the association website. If your association doesn't have a website, get one. In Florida, it's mandated that condos of a certain size or a certain number of units have a mandatory website with documents such as minutes, contracts, bids, financials, just about everything on there. Now, if it's not mandated for you, just go the extra mile and invest that much into having all these documents online for owners to see. Password protected, a little profile, all the IT security, implement that. So when you share these files and you apply good communication and excellent transparency, the level of trust and comfort for all owners increases, and that's really what you want. It makes management's job easier. It makes the board's duties much easier when everybody feels like, hey, at least things are getting done right. And the way you do that is by sharing all the information. Is it perfect? No. Will there still be people that you never satisfy? Absolutely. But there are other routes for that. Just wanted to share these, and if you need to reach out to me, please do so. My information is below, or you can go to our management website. Have a fantastic day, week. Hope to hear from you.